Good evening. When we were kids, right? Let's get right to it. Remember when we were kids, we'd get excited over the smallest little things. I remember the prize in the Cracker Jacks box, right? I didn't even really like Cracker Jacks. Like the peanuts in there were like old and decrepit and looked like something you should never put in your mouth. But I had to see the prize. I wanted to see the prize. That anticipation was amazing. And that half the time, it was a tiny plastic whistle that worked for like 6 minutes. And somehow, the anticipation of that prize was like the greatest day of your life. Another little thing that you loved, that made your day, that made you so happy was the ice cream truck music coming down the street. The music was annoying, but magical. So magical. Because happiness at that point was just one chocolate eclair on a stick away. It was amazing times. Little things got us so excited. So excited. And on the weekends, oh yeah, you had no school. Hopefully, you had no chores. The weekends were an event. You went shopping with your parents. And maybe your reward was a Matchbox car. Yeah. Little Hot Wheels action got you excited. And then lunch at a Woolworth snack bar. Get the little grilled cheese for lunch. Maybe some tomato soup. And then you spin on the stool at the counter, right? You spin on the stool at the counter. Oh yeah. It was like you were the mayor of America. Those were the days. Those are the days you still remember 50 years later. Then we grow up. We don't get excited about Cracker Jack's prizes anymore. We get excited when the pharmacy texts us to say our prescription is ready. Sad, very sad. Our big thrill, the big thrill for us now is when our electric bill is lower than the month before. That's the adult version of a Matchbox car. We're so focused on bills, the kids, the doctor's visits, and of course, arguing about the Super Bowl halftime show. Like, hey, high blood pressure, cholesterol. No, Bad Bunny's a problem. Somewhere along the way, the little joys got replaced by lots of stresses, lots of stress. That's why certain TV characters hit a little different now. Diet Coke, lots of ice. You watch someone like Billy Bob Thornton in Landman, right? Landman. Billy Bob is calmly handling serious family problems, real problems. And you think, you know what? My life isn't that bad. Because our modern emergencies are things like, hey, Amazon says the package is delayed. What am I going to do? I won't have that sweater for Friday. Starbucks spells your name wrong on your cup. Tony's not a real hard name, but it happens. Why is it that people don't know? Most males are Tony, not I. Don't they teach you that at barista school? Other problems. You forgot to tip the Uber driver, and now you feel like he knows your address. He's going to come back. So I created a system. Whenever someone's spiraling a little out of control, I always ask one question: is anyone dead? So far, the answer's always been no. So that leads to my follow up is great. Then I believe we can fix this. Right? Wrong coffee, fixable. Late package, fixable. Texted the wrong person. That might not be fixable. That may require moving, but technically still fixable. It is something we do as adults. We overcomplicate everything. Everything we make into major complications. Like even taking a vacation, right? That's it, you decide one day. That's it. I need a break. I need to relax. I'm going to Hawaii. I'm going to relax. No stress. Then there's always the one person. Every group of friends has one. The friend that creates the itinerary. Like you're on vacation. You're on vacation. And you get in your little group chat the instructions for your vacation. We're going parasailing Monday, 10 to noon. Buffet in Luau, 1 to 3. Beach barbecue, 4 to 7. That's not a vacation. Not at all. That's not a vacation. That's basically a conference or a meeting with better weather. I mean, think about it. You just paid thousands of dollars to escape a schedule that you got at home. And now you're on a stricter schedule in Hawaii. You're not relaxing. You're just trying to keep up with Betsy's itinerary. No, you don't want to do that. Vacation shouldn't feel like a group project run by someone with their clipboard. Vacation is supposed to be wake up with no alarm, doing something unplanned, sitting somewhere beautiful and doing absolutely nothing. Doing nothing. That's the whole point. Because when we were kids, joy wasn't scheduled. It just happened. So maybe the real question is why life feels heavier now. Maybe the question should be, how do we get simple joy? How do we get simple joy back? Happiness just didn't disappear. We just stopped noticing the small stuff. Maybe just go out and get ice cream on a random Tuesday. Drive with the windows down and turn that music up so loud the young people are looking at you. Sitting in a diner instead of eating at the drive-thru, you're trying to get down that fry before the next traffic light. Buy something small just because you can. Not big, expensive happiness. Little kid happiness. That's what we want. That's what we need. Maybe getting older doesn't mean joy is gone, or joy has disappeared, or joy can never happen again. No. I got a little joy from that Diet Coke. Just a little spur moment of joy as it went down. Maybe jolt up with enthusiasm. Maybe it just means we have to go and find our own crackerjack prize once again. And remember, if nobody's dead, take a breath, have a laugh, eat a grilled cheese. Wheat bread would be better, but sometimes you just gotta say, what the beep, and have a grilled cheese. And for the love of God, don't let Betsy make the itinerary for your next vacation. My name's Tony. This is Over 55 WTF Now. Like, subscribe, send me a message. Hit me up on Gmail, over55WTFnow@gmail.com. Get happy.